Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Jones. And he fends him off.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might...
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Lance now to throw.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's Mostert.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
One more time with Mostert.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Here's Lance.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't give the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Jones. He sets to fire deep.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying.
And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 29, Lance taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35.
He's going to make everything
touchdown, 49ers.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
49ers 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's a 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Colin Johnson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Lance now on 1st down.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Lance now on 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
On first down, Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
He dumps it off to Barkley. A little juke, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
That's complete to Tony.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw again on second down. Jones. Flushed out right.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Gets it quickly to Galladay.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now a signal and a timeout called as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake. Jones eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Galladay. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Shotgun now for Lance. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Jones now throwing on 4th down. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for the Niners.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly game that's already been decided. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
One final try now for Lance.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 42.
And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it